All right, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at a Selesnya deck, and I don't even know how to classify this. It's like a Stoat deck, it's a life gain deck, it's a First Strike deck. We're just doing a bunch of different things to see if we can make it work. I have no idea what's going to happen with this, but it should be a lot of fun if nothing else. So we're going to start with 4 Audacity, because if we're going to have a bunch of stuff with First Strike, might as well be able to give it +2, +0, right? Going to have some Rural Treatment. This actually protects our stuff and gives us a way to pump things up just a little bit, while also working well with another card we'll talk about here in a second. Of course, the Stoat, because it has First Strike and Lifelink. We're going to play some Get Lost, because we do got to have some other removal that gets rid of more things than just creatures. Knight of Dawn's Light. Now, this is kind of a quirky one, but it does have First Strike. It can pump itself, and if we gain life, we gain an additional life. And we have other ways to gain life as well. Skrelv's Hive. Because we're able to gain life, we're going to try playing this. I don't know if it's going to be any good, but this is kind of like a weird concession to some of the control type decks that we can just have these going off. So it's like a weird backup plan. Hunter's Talent, we all know how good this is. It gets to fight stuff, it can pump attackers, it can do all the fun stuff we want to do. And possibly get us a way to draw cards. Innkeeper's Talent, this is another way to fight stuff. Or actually, this is another way to put +1/+1s on things so that we can get stuff bigger and can give our stuff protection, which is nice. But partly because we have Seraphic Steed. This is actually a pretty big deal, because if we can make something else a 3 or a 4 really easy, it becomes a lot easier to saddle this. And then once this starts going, we're kind of off to the races. This also has Lifelink and First Strike, so it helps the deck out quite a bit. One of those things that comes into play as a 4/4 happens to be Scrap Shooter, and this gives us a little more versatility in the deck, which we like. It's a big body, it has reach, we like everything this card's doing. And then we're also going to try to play some Calyx. Now, I don't know how many of these I want to play. I'm starting with 2. But when this enters the battlefield, you can give something +1/+1. And then when an enchantment enters the battlefield, which we have a few of those, then you can give something else +1/+1. But on top of that, if a creature with an enchantment or a Calyx damages the opponent, then on top of all that, you get to make a copy of an enchantment you have on the battlefield. Now, the last choice I was debating with here was either Boonbringer Valkyrie or more Calyx, or the other option was a couple of Elspeth. And actually, you know what? I'm actually going to cut the Valkyrie, and I'm just going to go straight to Elspeth for a few reasons. Elspeth can make us some tokens. Elspeth can also automatically pump something to get Seraphic Steed up and running. And it's a mana cheaper than the Boonbringer Valkyrie. So I like all that stuff here. So yeah, this is what we're going to go with when we hop into these games. I think this should be a lot of fun. I have no idea how this is going to work, though, so I'm crossing my fingers. But y'all should watch the video, and then at the end of the video, if you do like it and this seems like something you want to build, go ahead and hit up the description, because there'll be a link that takes you over to Moxfield, a channel sponsor, where you could download this and play it for yourself. For now, though, let's go see if Lifelink and First Strike is the winning combo. All right, I guess we've got to keep this. It's not exciting, but it's what we got. Paw Patch Recruit and black green, huh? All right. And a Vine Reap Mentor, sure. I have to assume this is bad for us, but I probably have to play this in a way that I'm protecting the Stoat, since we have no other creatures, and I probably shouldn't have kept this hand. Let's go ahead and pass. Yeah, I should have played this all differently, honestly. Like, there's so many ways this should have been different than what I did. I played this game so far as bad as possible, looking at the lands in my hand. That being said, we didn't draw a lot to go with it, so, I mean, it's whatever, but... Alright. And they're returning... Alright, cool. I don't know if they're going to try to go pseudo-infinite combo here, or what the situation's going to be yet. But, at least for the moment, we have a solid blocker, so we'll see what happens. Alright, we'll start by blocking this. Oh, well, that went amazingly well. Not what I anticipated. I'm not gonna lie. That went much better than any way that could have gone. Let's get another forest, I suppose. Let's play this. We'll go attacking. We'll play the other Stoat. And end the turn. I mean, we're doing the best we can with just 2 threats being all that we've drawn so far. What's the plan, man? Sack food, pump the team. Alright. That's real. And this pumps other squirrels, right? So we would take 7, but we're attacking back for more. This just pumps other squirrels, right? Put a plus on each other squirrel. All right, I guess we might as well. I mean, I have to double block that. Never mind. They have menace, obviously. Yeah, let's just keep on keeping on, I guess. And we'll attack with this 4/4 to gain me some life, because that's a thing we can still do. Uh-oh. What's happening here? Opponent? Nothing. All right. We'll end the turn then. Yep. Make another squirrel. Sounds good. I mean, the life gain is really what's giving us a shot here. Don't know how long it's going to last, though. Because another food here is real bad. The good news, though, is that when we first strike, we will actually we'll gain life before we take the extra damage, which is good. Oh, that's the Innkeeper's talent. That's to put the +1/+1 on something. All right, that's fine. That's actually okay. So this is a little tough, because now we kind of want, like, you sort of don't want to block the 6/5, because it gives them another food. In a weird way, it's just, like, kind of a bad idea for us. But this actually creates an interesting turn, because we could pump everything and attack. And then they get 1 good block on a 3/3, but then everything else is a bad block. Or we could just do this and attack with this. Opponent gets a food, which sucks, but then we get 5 life and we're at 18 with a bunch of blockers, and that's kind of okay. So yeah, I guess that's what we're going to do. Oh, they just let it go through. Oh. Alright, we'll put 1 here then. And then put a +1/+1 here and have a bunch of 4 power blockers. Yeah, I thought they were going to accept the block and then crack a food, and that would have been perfect for them. But they chose not to, interestingly enough. All right, Baker's Duo, you got it. Making more food. Yeah, I was say I'm not that. Well, no, I was about to say I'm not that interested in blocking that, but I am interested in attacking past that. All right, so they can put a +1/+1 on something else. But how much do we care? Oh, this is intriguing. We could attack. We're gonna do this no matter what, I think. I'm just debating how I attack here. Like, do I kill this first, let them put a +1/+1 somewhere, or make them block without that information? But I think we're just going to do this. It's just better. Plus, we have tramplers, and oh. That won't work. That won't work because this gives everything menace. Or, ward, sorry. Alright, I think we still do this, though. Sadly, we'll just have to tap our land. Yeah, it's fine. We just gotta do what we gotta do. Totally forgot about the ward situation. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, attack, attack, attack. 2 of those trample. They're all enchanted, so if anything connects, we do get to put another enchantment and pump Calyx if we need to, I guess. And they all first strike, so we're coming out to the good no matter how they block, and they have to block 2 things or die. And with us gaining, what is that, 13? They don't really have enough to come back and attack us. Opponent, remember how first strike works. Yeah, these Stoats are silly. They're getting their damage in here. Stoats and Calyx, man, this is a wild deck. I wouldn't have ever thought I was doing this. But here we are. Yeah, I don't even really care if one of these dies, because ultimately, we're still coming out to the good, no matter what. Yeah, we're going to kill both of those. Here, I mean, these are, I guess we kill the thing that's more important. Oh, we connect first, though. That's even sicker. So we get to put a copy this, put the counter here, and then when it comes into play, we get to put that. So that's even better. So we don't even lose the creature there. That's gross. That's so good. So we beat the aggro deck with them having stacks of food and being at 31 life. It's like, even misplaying, that actually worked out pretty well for us. But ultimately, I don't know if we should be playing squirrels, y'all. Seriously. I tried it. I think squirrels are good parts of other things. I don't think squirrels themselves are where we want to be right now. But anyway, let's get to those ranked games. Okay, we'll keep it. I'm beginning to wonder how much I like the Fabled Passages, though. I'm not going to lie. They're kind of a little bit annoying. Not a lot, just a little bit. Alright, you're way dead. So this is where I think I want to just take a chance and play this. So if Elspeth, or not Elspeth, but Liliana shows up, now we just have other things to sacrifice. Exactly. See? This is why we do what we do. Resolve. I'm gonna get rid of... I kind of want to say the Audacity here. Oh, they're discarding dudes like that? Oh, that could be bad for us. Let's get a Plains. Yeah, I'm also going to apologize again for those you already know. You watched my last video. I probably sound a little weird because I have an issue with stitches in my face right now. So I apologize for that.
Don't overthink.
Sure, we'll discard a card. Draw. That's cute, but doesn't really do anything here. Though that's not totally true. Hold on. Because we can attack 2 things into Liliana, right? After that blocks, we could play this, minus, play this, kill a Shieldred. That's a long way to get there, but... I mean, it empties our hand, too, against Liliana, so that's fine. Yeah, that works. So yeah, really random way to go about business, but sometimes you just got to do what you got to do.
You
And we get to gain a couple points of life, which I guess is legit, so sure. Alright, we already got Elspeth showing her worth. Aclazotz. Sure. That's not what we wanted. So, what do we do here? Because we're probably just making a 1/1, right? Though we could make the land a 5/5. We could also just make this bigger, I guess. Which is legit. Wow, this is a crazy situation to be in. Alright, I guess this is what we're doing. Feels weird as hell, but alright. And we just attack here? I probably should have done this first, but it doesn't really matter greatly, I don't think. Alright. I mean, Elspeth is dead here for sure. Alright, well, there's a Shieldred. That's unfortunate. But at least we have a big creature in the air to start with. And I guess we can get a card, which is only somewhat helpful. That is definitely not helpful at all. So, if we get a card, we're taking 2, but we can attack for 6, gain 6. We can also make a 3/3. So let's do that. If this just dies, then like, whatever. Tap those. We'll attack with everything. Give this the bonus, obviously. Alright, I mean, that's reasonable. That's a solid turn. I can't be that upset by that, you know? No blocks. Is Steed dead? Steed is not dead. Alright, we're still playing. Steed is not dead. That is important. That's the biggest piece of information right now. A backup Steed. That's something. Now I have to start deciding, do I actually want cards or not? And we need to get another point of poison on them, but we're not going to be able to do it like this. So, I don't want to tap the 3/3 because we're going to make another 3/3 here. So that's not really an option. So I think we just play this Steed. We go ahead and tap Steed, token. I think I'll go ahead and just... Well, I'm going to lose the card to Aclazotz. Well, yeah, it's not worth getting the card yet. We'll just lose it to Aclazotz here. Alright. End the turn. There's a lot of life gain in this fight right now. Sure. So they're just going to be cycling Shieldreds, but we don't have anything worth it for them to get back, so it's really just their stuff. Cool. They get a card, we get to kill Aclazotz, which gives us a turn to use the card that we'll draw at the end of turn. It's small things, but they matter. Alright, these go to block. This puts us in a pretty decent spot for the moment. Stoat. Alright, Stoat. You might do something here. So we're going to tap Stoat. Token? No, because I'm attacking with just 3 tokens. They just trade with the Deep Cavern Bat. That's kind of silly. That's not enough. We're not blocking with this other one yet, I don't think. So let's tap those to the Steed. Then we'll go ahead and set ourselves up to draw a card at the end of the turn. And then we move to attack. It'll be this, this, and a whole pile of these. Obviously give this trample. All right. I mean, opponent is also at 4 poison, so that's not nothing. Like, that could be a real thing. Oh, they get the bat back here, though. Oh, no, they got our steed. Okay, cool. That's fine. Oh, well, that sucks. That's super unfortunate. Though we have a stack of flying forces that's not small. I mean, that's 12 by itself. And they don't get to draw a card from the Preacher right now. They'll just be making 1/1s. But the 1/1s do gain life, so, you know, that is relevant. Yeah, we're not interested in blocking. Don't care. Great. You have an Aclazotz. Draw. Excellent. Love to see that. So that gives us some options for next turn. So can we just win here? Opponent's got 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4 blockers, which 3 extra life. So we'll say they're at 26. We would have, let's assume they block 1, 2, our land is 3, and a token is 4. They would take 2, 4, and 7 is 11, and another 6 is only 17. 18, 19. That's still not nearly enough. So, alright. Opponent's just conceding here. Sorry, opponent. I mean, Uthar, if you're watching this, I'm sorry. But that was a long turn where I had to work out a bunch of math. Because there was a +1 coming from the Hunter's Talent. Possibly this if we wanted to pump with these. There was our own life gain coming from a billion places. And it was if I don't do any of that, do I just want to kill something right now? Right? So that was the other option. Like, if we attack with everything without using the Restless Prairie, or can I still kill something and have that be sufficient? So that was the other thing I was trying to figure out there too. So there are lots of things going on during that sequence, but also puts them in a situation because then they have to block other things that aren't these, and then they can't attack with anything in the future, or else they just die to poison despite the life gain or whatever. So we ended up getting all different angles of the deck functioning against mono black, hitting all their relevant cards. I mean, Aclazotz attacked 3 times. They had Shieldred for a handful of turns there. They had Liliana for turns 3, 4, and 5. So yeah, all around good stuff. Okay, well, we have 1 creature. And that's going to have to do all the heavy lifting here. Which is quite unfortunate. But I think here we just play it in this matchup. And if they kill it, then we're just in bad shape. But I'm hoping here against an aggro deck, we'll be able to gain enough life to where... Oh, I was not planning on drawing that, though. Damn. Well, alright. I mean, I guess we do. Why not, right? Alright, so if they have the case, they're just going to kill Calyx here, I would assume. And that would be the bulk of their turn. Which still sets us up okay if we find another one of our small creatures or whatever. If not, I think our plan is play Audacity on the Steed. Man, not even that. I might play it on the Calyx. Man, I don't know. I have thoughts. Oh, are they just going to play the case now and get rid of the Steed? No, it's a Pollen Shield here. All right, that was the best case scenario, really, all things considered. So we are not upset at that. Okay, so we're going to go here. And just make this gigantic. I guess I don't even need to, because if they block, then nothing. Yeah, I do have to, actually. Or else everything blocking could kill it, technically. Alright. We are going to take the action. We're going to put this on here. And put the extra counter on the Calyx, so it's a solid blocker. And we have our pile of removal spells and defense here, so we're in pretty good shape. We're 29 life, so there's no crazy pump your team thing that's gonna get us wrecked here. I should have responded with the kill spell there, actually. That was a little lazy. May ultimately not matter. Oh yeah, if they're going Knight Errant here, then fine. Because we can literally now just like, I guess unless they just find a 1-drop, but then we just, these both trample. Oh, actually, you know what? Oh wait, you didn't play the other Paw Patch Recruit? So if we kill one, they put the counters on the other one. Why did you not play? Something's up, right? There's a reason they didn't play that last one. I mean, we're going to do it anyway. I'm your Huckleberry. Like, okay, they didn't have anything. All right. I'm stupid. I literally just realized this was plains and not a forest. That's why they couldn't play it, obviously. They didn't know they were going to draw that, though, off the Knight, so I kind of get why it tapped the way it did. But yeah, once we can kill one, it doesn't really matter. We can kill the other one on our turn, and we have a bonus 2 damage at a minimum. So, yeah, we're good to go at that point. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, man. Yeah, I guess we keep this. We'll just go get a plains, and then we'll just hope for the best. That's what we're going to do. Pass the turn. Sure, you got it. Don't know if that means they're playing a discard deck or if they just happen to have had an early duress. But I'm assuming they're going to take Get Lost here. Alright. I mean, they might just have other discard spells too. So, I mean, none of this may matter ultimately at the end of the day. But we're going to go ahead and take a plains. That is not helping our cause. Alright, I'm going to play this first in case they have a way to make us sacrifice a creature or whatever. This dies before the steed does. Oh, well, you're going to get both these anyway, so I never had a chance. Never had a chance. Alright, here's hoping they don't have a way to wreck us. I mean, this also could just be Brotherhood's end, and we just lose our stuff. Which is totally understandable. And if you kill something here, it's definitely kill the steed. Especially since you can see my hand. Yeah, I was going to say, if you don't, that doesn't make any sense at all. So, yeah. Wish we were on the play, though. That would have been a lot better. Get at least one solid attack in with the Brotherhood's end. But ultimately, doesn't really matter, I guess. Attack with a 4/4. We will play a Stoat. Oh, well, we do have some solid cards that you can take from us. Fortunately, not a ton of removal that doesn't involve you having creatures or something. Yeah, we're gonna Ixnay that dragon, as they say. Unfortunately, we don't have any other white mana. Wish we did. Alright, opponent's at 7. Shieldred. Alright. There's a lot of things I'd be hoping to draw here. That is not one of them. Ugh. That hurts. Now, there is a random situation that if we were to find... No, that wouldn't work here. I needed there to be the Audacity. So I could attack for 6 and they choose whether they want to block or not there. Alright, cool. That's it. GG's. That's a game. Alright. We'll keep this. Also, if y'all haven't yet, please subscribe. I know a bunch of y'all watch these videos all the time regularly and don't subscribe. That'll help a lot. And at least check out my merch, even if you don't buy anything. Because right now it would be helpful, because I had to pay for some crazy facial work after the accident. So that would help every little bit, you know? Alright. So we're going to go life gaining early here, if at all possible. So let's go Stoat first. Now, they might kill our Stoat because it has the words lifelink on it. And if so, I understand. They are not. They're going Picnic Ruiner. Now, this is tough. No, I think we just kill the Picnic Ruiner. I wanted to do something else, but we get 2 life here anyway. And we get them while they can't protect the Ruiner, which is good. And then we get 2 more life, so we're at 24. Alright, show off. You got it. Yep. Alright, I'm going to assume they have something to protect the show off here. That they're choosing not to play, which, you know, it's fine. Question is just, what do we do otherwise here? I think I want to gamble on this. Is it a shock? It is not a shock. That's a shock in and of itself. Alright. That sort of makes me feel like it's the thing that gives it protection and hexproof or ward, so I don't want to waste this till we get a better shot. Or till we have 4 mana, because then we can fire one, they try to protect it, we fire the next one, you know? But right now, we're getting enough life that we don't have to be concerned about that, really. I kind of want to play this, but we can't block that anyway, unless I just want to kill the Demonic Ruckus, which, I mean, I don't know if giving them a card is the way we want to go here. Feels incorrect. But it might be right. I don't know. Give them some... yeah, they're only at 8. Like, whatever. Let's just do it. This guarantees we can't lose to anything, really. Pretty certain. And I can have 2 things that trample next turn by just leveling up the Hunter's Talent. And we're at 25. They can just roll off 25 damage. I was going to say, sure. Alright, we'll keep it. I mean, maybe this does something. Oh, they put that on white. This must be a control pile, right? Nothing else wants to be doing that. Yep, that's exactly what this is. Alright, so we're just going to have to hope that Elspeth holds on long enough. But I'm assuming this is going to be a Lightning Strike or a Helix to get rid of this guy. Oh, lockdown straight up 1-for-1 on that? I actually don't mind when a lockdown comes out, because it does give us opportunity to potentially get that stuff back later, which matters. Kind of surprising. They must have a lot of removal in hand, because that's a very aggressive lockdown against just like a 2/2 Stoat. Alright, sure, yeah, you got it. I mean, like, again, very aggressive. Don't know why. Just surprising. I'll get another plains, I guess. And we'll go ahead and Fable a Forest. I mean, I guess if they have a Get Lost, we'll see it here. Because why not?
I will put an end to this misery. We fight together.
But I mean, I don't think I've ever seen somebody lockdown on like back-to-back Stoats. That seems crazy. I mean, if it works, it works, and we still lose, you know, whatever. But that just seems wild to me. We'll go ahead and make a token first, just in case. I will say, the tokens being exiled and not in our graveyard, though, do matter with Elspeth. So that's, like, a real thing. Oh, I meant to kill that first. I wasn't even thinking. That was actually on my list of things to do. Stupid. Let's go ahead and just kill their token now. This feels like it should be a bad matchup for us, though. I feel like we're kind of just getting a little bit lucky right now. Well, good news. We have first strikers for Brass Forge stuff. So that's good. Opponent will get a card here, though. At some point, I just got to commit and get rid of this thing. All right. Card for the opponent. We'll obviously block it with the first striker. At some point, they will get sweepers as well, so we have to be aware of that. And we have nothing in our graveyard, so that kind of sucks. Oh, they're looking at just getting rid of our Restless Prairie now. Fair. Nope, they're going to wait, see if we activate it. Fair. I would do the same. Plus this. And then let's play this. I kind of want to go ahead and use this now. I'm going to put that on here. We're going to test where the removal cards are. And we're going to attack. I mean, if they kill this now, at least we get a card, you know? All right, so they take that. Go to 25. In the turn, I guess. All right, let's get rid of this so there's no copy shenanigans or anything else going on their turn. Still, sadly, we've done this with basically 3 creatures. So we're kind of doing what we can with what we got. It's not a lot. All right, they drew with Torch the Tower. Fair enough. We do get a card for our troubles, which is good. Oh, nice. That's not terrible. That could actually be pretty good. And sadly, we still don't have a thing in our graveyard. Oh, sadly, I got to kill that now. I wanted to rescue a Stoat and block and be cute, but that's not the play here. Sure, that's fine. Like, one of those things are like, we don't love it, but it's okay. All right, we take 2. No blocks. We can slowly win this race with us being at such high life, but we would like to have something else, obviously. Oh, Skrelv's Hive. That's a good something else, actually. Let's try to pump one of these. I'll say we've drawn a lot of land already. Does this help? I mean, could potentially get us more cards, but probably not what we're looking for right now. And then if we play the Skrelv's Hive... Yeah, I think we do it. Let me just pump this. Scrap Shooter. Okay. Maybe. Alright, opponent's at 7. We're putting a little something together here. All right, opponent gains some life back to 10. They do have a blocker here with their creature land. They're just going to make a 1/1 fish, sure. Oh, they're going to try to pump it up here. That's fair. If not, they get lands in hand, which they can use, obviously. Sunfall, sure. Oh, they put the Sunfall in the yard. Okay, cool. They did that even though they know we have a scrap shooter coming, which is a little peculiar, but, you know, whatever. Sure. No card. We're just going to play this as a 4/4 here. And then hopefully it lives so we can start getting cards. I mean, I guess is the working plan at the moment. It's not a great plan. It's just a plan. Sometimes that's all you got. Yep. You know what's wild here? Is if we do get a Hunter's Talent, or we get an Elspeth, we come really, really close to winning here. Because we get rid of their 4/4. Yeah, no blocks. Okay, so if we get rid of the 4/4, we'd be able to attack for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow, we'd be just short. We did put a Hunter's Talent in the graveyard, though, earlier, I think. Or on the bottom. Whatever. One of those times we scryed or something. It's not there now. Ooh, that's interesting, though. Alright, we gotta just attack with everything, right? We just gotta say, here it is. Do what we can do. Yeah. Sure. I mean, we're down with that. End the turn. Alright, we got a Stoat. Currently, they can do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 damage by our count. 14, 15 if they minus something on Elspeth. Right now, this scrap shooter's got to do a lot of heavy lifting, y'all. We have some cards that could help, but we need a lot of them. Alright, you got the Elspeth. They can also make an additional 1/1 here if they want. That would put them down to 2 life, but they're making a lifelinker.
You've earned my blessing.
Alright. Still not a bad situation if we get even one thing right now. Actually, wait. We still might be okay. Because they left himself with just a 1/1 and a 6/6, meaning we could pump one of the 1/1s that are going to punch through here. Oh no, but it'll be a 2/2. Never mind. So I need a second pump spell, effectively. Right? No? They tapped everything out? And they're... Wow. Okay. Looks like we might have just gotten lucky and got there. I mean, we'll go through all the proper motions here, but I think we did it. Okay. Here's hoping. Because we pump one of them and then we pump the other one, right? Okay. Cool. There we go. Whoo! Beating one of the top decks. That's slick. That's cool. That time we won, though, because of Skrelv's hype. So as much as you may be wondering, like, should this card be in the deck? Maybe, maybe not. Like, this card's actually pretty good, pretty dang cool in here. Okay. This was... I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This was fun, but stressful. I'm sorry, I feel like with my lip being swollen, I'm just like smacking in y'all's ear a lot. I apologize. But this is a wild deck because I think you beat mono red a lot. And you can win even a fair amount of opposing aggro decks, even against stuff like bats and things like that. Like, this plays in your favor a lot. Having all the life linkers, the first strikers, like, you just make a lot of blocks really bad for opponents. Even some of their attacks, which is nice. Skrell's Hive does a good bit of work. You obviously don't want to play that early against mono's red for obvious reasons when you're losing life, right? But it does have a life gain portion of its own that if the game goes long enough, you're like, okay, cool. You got 3 poison. Now these are gaining life when they hit you, right? That's fine. I wasn't sure how much I was going to like Knight of Dawn's Light, but what I do also appreciate about this card is if you draw it really late and you've already got 6 or 8 lands out, all right, you're still attacking with like this 5/5 or whatever, 6/6, and that makes a big difference. The one thing I would say about the deck is I do still think the control matchups are going to be tough because you're kind of largely leaning on some combination of Skrelv and Elspeth at that point, and I guess your creature lands to some extent. I do, though, think that I want to cut at least one Fable Passage and add another Plains, because I do think we just need fewer tap lands early when we get the opportunity to just try to keep playing stuff regularly. And as much as I wanted to have more Forest, because, you know, you want to activate your talents with Forest, I do think there's an argument to be made to have 5 Plains and 4 Forest, because these don't really do anything if you don't stick your other cards early. So if mana ends up being an issue for you, go ahead and flip-flop the number of Plains and Forests. I think that's legit. Now, would I play this just all the time ranking? Like, I don't know, maybe. Like, I think if I was running into a lot of heavy control, sweeper type whatever decks, I probably wouldn't. But if I was seeing a lot of like mono red and Boros mice and Rakdos lizards and whatever, and I just want to beat those, then yeah, this is the deck for that, for sure. So it just kind of depends on what you expect to run into. But yeah, we won a bunch of different ways with this. I mean, sometimes the Seraphic Steed came through, making 3/3s against the mono black deck, which was super awesome. There's been sometimes, you know, like the last game, we're just being able to pump our creatures with the talents did a good job. Obviously, Get Lost was great. I don't like it really. If there was a thing I would really want to do is something to pump our creatures' toughness, but there's not a lot of really good options that don't also weaken the deck. So it's just kind of one of those give and take things. Like, you know that stuff like Brotherhood's End and temporary lockdown are gonna be a nuisance. Like, you're just gonna have to deal with them. It's just that way. If you think your opponent has them, slow down, play around them, try to get the most out of your enchantments and stuff before trying to commit more to the battlefield. But this list is going to be 4 Audacity, 3 World Treatment, 4 Brightblade Stoat, 3 Get Lost, 4 Knight of Dawn's Light, 3 Skrelv's Hive, 4 Hunter's Talent, 2 Innkeeper's Talent, 4 Seraphic Steed, 3 Scrap Shooter, 2 Calyx Guided by Fate, 2 Archangel Elspeth, 4 Plains, 5 Forest, 4 Brushland, 4 Razorverge Thicket, 3 Restless Prairie, and 3 Fable Passage. So yeah, if you're looking for more decks that are off the wall, you should be looking around in Standard right now, because there is all types of stuff to play. Speaking of which, we played this crazy teamer list that did pretty much everything you want to do with the teamer deck, so you should check that out. But that's all I have for now. We'll see you next time.